Hello, I'm Hrisi, and today we will continue with the cases in German, and so with the third case, Dativ. Dativ shows the indirect object in a sentence. For example, Maria gibt Peter eine Aufgabe. Peter, that's the indirect object, that's why it's in Dativ. Let's see if you have already watched the previous videos about nominative and accusative, you know what I'm going to say here. So not always in both languages, for example, English and German, or in your mother tongue in German, you have the same type of object after a verb. For example, here is a match with give in English to Peter and geben in German with Peter. They're both indirect. But for example, in the second one, ich gratuliere dir zum Geburtstag. Gratulieren in German, that requires dative, an indirect object for the person you're congratulating. But in English, that's a direct object. So my note again here is if you see any difference, or ideally with every verb, you should learn the case as well. Okay, so the questions here to find out what case to use, you should really ask the question for discovering dative that are wem or wo. Wem, you know, whom, or wo, where. For example, die Frau sucht den Chef in dem Büro. Wo sucht die Frau? Im Büro, in dem Büro. Or the second one, der Kollege gibt der Sekretärin ein Paket. Wem gibt der Kollege ein Paket? Der Sekretärin. That's dative. Okay, you can see also here the English translation. Let's see again a short summary about dative, everything you should know, the questions on top, wem and wo. You see definitive, indefinite and negative articles. Here, unfortunately, all the articles change. For example, der from nominative changes to dem. In neutrum, it's again dem. For feminine, der, and for plural, den. You see the indefinite and negative articles as well, they have the same ending, like the definite articles. Here, it's not only the article that changes, but for nouns in plural form, you see here nomen plus n everywhere. No matter of the article, they receive another n if they haven't it already in plural form. So now you will see what I mean. Ich helfe den Mädchen oder den Frauen. Hier den Mädchen, den Frauen, that's dative. You see the plural forms, they end on n, that's why no change here. But for example, where you don't have n in plural form, in the normal plural form for any noun, you put an n. For example, ich gebe den Kindern eine Schokolade. Kinder, you know, das Kind, die Kinder, and here in Dativ den Kindern. Oder in den Städten gibt es viele Arbeitslose. Die Stadt, die Städte. And here in dative plural, you put an N to the noun as well. Okay, where we don't put this N in plural? When we have plural forms that end on N or S. For example, ich helfe den Mädchen, den Frauen, hier no change. In den Cafés kann man einen Kaffee bestellen. Das Café, die Cafés, plural form S, so no change. Okay, short summary. In German, the subject in the sentence is always in nominative. The objects could be accusative or dative. Now, an exception here, the verb sein and werden, they require always nominative both sides. What I mean, der Lehrer ist ein Junge. Wird ein Star. Okay, and here is again a summary of all cases, all genders for the definite and indefinite articles. You can take a look. For example, if you compare nominative and accusative, only masculine changes. But in dative, everything changes. And a hint from my side, to find the right case, you first have to know the gender of the noun, then to ask the question and know the articles for the different cases from this table. So my advice here is to really learn every noun with the gender, that it does, and ask the questions for the sentence, for the different nouns in the sentence, and then always to have this table in front of you till you know it by heart. Another hint is that most of the verbs are followed by accusative, but some require both accusative and dative. If there's a verb that needs both cases after itself, then in most cases the person is in dative, the thing is in accusative. What I mean, ich schenke der Kollegin ein Buch. Schenken is such a verb that requires dative and accusative. Dative for the person you're offering something to, and accusative for the thing you're offering. Some prepositions with dative: aus, bei, zu, nach, mit, von, seit. No exceptions here. And I really want to thank you for the attention. I hope I've been useful for you and you've learned some more about the German grammar. If so, please like the video and share it with as many people as possible. Thank you. Bye.